Bum-ba-da-bum.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the SOS podcast, episode number 7. As always, my name is Mike. I'm joined here with my great friends, Jordan, Logan, and Gage. Jordan, kick us off this week, brother. How was your week? What do you got in that glass in front of you? And how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I had a pretty good week. First full week of this whole weird day shift thing. Getting up at 3:45 in the morning. Wasn't bad. Really
Sounds
wasn't
fun.
bad. I'm actually enjoying it.
Your
so.
4 a.m. random text makes more sense now that we know you get up at 3:45.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't. Yeah. I was just waking
your
up. I was in my coffee chair drinking.
In your $1 million
coffee.
bidet filled coffee chair.
But today I am drinking a Cabernet.
It's right there.
It is Augment, aged in bourbon barrels. Cabernet Sauvignon, California. Pretty good. Also, brought some Tin Cup American whiskey to share today. Not bad.
And
I've better. I've had worse.
The scale of 0 to 1. How's the what you brought?
How's the wine and how's the whiskey?
Oh, they're definitely both ones then. We're using the 1 to 0
I still
scale.
can't believe that
They're drinkable.
My great uncle, that used to be.
I'll
like,
definitely knock them down.
I'd be like, so how's that food? And like, he was an over the road truck driver, so he'd always be like, it's edible. That was always his like. I'm like, okay,
You sure you didn't
that's a
say
good.
it's fucking edible?
That's a good. No, why?
All the truck drivers I know are fucking
Oh, no.
fuck this, fuck
Yeah.
that.
No, I mean he didn't talk a whole lot because he smoked 7 packs a day. So
So he probably couldn't talk. A whole
Yeah,
lot.
it doesn't
You
leave a
won't be
lot
able
of
to soon.
doesn't leave a lot of room to talk.
no, he can't now. He's dead. But it was that's a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah, I didn't smoke any cigarettes, but I had a good week.
That's good.
When had some fresh snow on the ground today and got out on the fat bike, got some miles in. It was pretty.
How many
pretty awesome.
inches? How many inches were those tires?
5 inches. 5-inch tires, 4.5 inches of snow. Worked out well. It was fun. Beautiful. All the fresh snow. It was good.
I know that
Good
that was
day.
like
was.
it was a reference
was.
to another
the dick
podcast.
size.
It
comment.
was.
But
I
I
looked
could
at
not.
Gage and
I
Gage
could
didn't-
not remember what the fuck was
Yep.
said about it. So, I was
So
like,
that's about dick size.
Yep. I looked at Gage. I
Track
set him
size
up.
tires.
I set him up, and he just let
You
me
set
down.
me up and there's a turnover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Missed the lob.
Another turnover by Gage.
So, Gage,
That was your turnover.
speaking of you,
What?
what's up? How you been? How's your week? What you drinking? Go.
Rinse and repeat.
Okay.
And action.
My week was all right. What did I do this week? I had some games to cover, wrestling to cover yesterday, which was not fun. I don't think I did a whole lot else. I did forget about the whole fact of like shoveling your sidewalk being a homeowner, which was not fun.
I don't do it.
Logan's a shitty homeowner.
Who does it? Nobody.
Nope.
No.
You just don't shovel it.
Yep, you just walk on the road when you go in front of my house.
I guess you don't have to walk to your garage though to get into your car.
Yeah, it'd be different. Like how your garage isn't attached. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
like I had to walk through the fucking blizzard to get to my car this morning.
But there was no clear path.
I mean, my truck's
Yeah, there
over in the
was.
garage.
Hmm?
I just take the shovel and just shovel as I'm walking to the truck.
You're such a fuck, dude.
and then throw the shovel. I'm like, okay,
So
I get it.
essentially, you're a human plow.
Yeah. Yeah, but only for where I need it.
But I'm
Selfish
drinking Tin Cup.
motherfucker.
In
It's
what?
not bad. What did you say?
Tin Cup American whiskey.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were drinking.
It's out of Colorado.
That stuff look. Oh, you had ice in it. I was gonna say
I
it looks
smelled it
light.
instantly.
Logan, you're in a little better shape this week than last week.
I'd say.
You don't have 15 drinks over there either.
Not trying to stay
I remember
hydrated.
that last week. What are you drinking? Diet Dr. Pepper,
Anything to make me
water.
feel better.
Whiskey.
Coffee.
Yeah,
Rufalin.
just coffee and scotch now.
So your
But
week of
yeah,
layoff.
my week was a little different. Off work all week, and a couple little side gigs, and fucking Mr. Momming the shit out of it. Been doing laundry and dishes and fucking sweeping every fucking day.
I don't know what I thought I heard, but
Mr. Mom,
yeah, that's not what I thought I heard.
How's that song go?
sing it.
I can like think of it in my mind, but I can't think
Is
of
it
it.
Lone Star?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a cover of it later.
You have a redheaded child.
I do not have a redhead child.
Isn't
I
there
have
something about
brown
Carrot
hair.
Top? Carrot Top.
Carrot Top, yeah.
Something in that song.
So yeah,
Anyway, carry on.
yeah. Fucking Mr. Mom this week. Had 4 fucking kids all weekend.
Wow,
You
you
got
guys
kinda-
reproduce quick.
No,
Popping them
that's
out.
still not working. Yet.
I mean, they do work, remember?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do, but they're dead. But they're not.
They do, but they're dead.
No, they're alive. Yeah, a little out of the
No, that's
ordinary,
good.
but it was a good week.
That's good. That's awesome.
What about you? Go.
Is my leg bleeding, Jordan?
It is. Gage's legs bleeding.
I think we know somebody that can talk about it.
$30 an hour.
Sorry, I don't touch blood.
It'll scab up. It's fine.
Spoken like a true trainer. It'll be fine. It'll scab up.
It'll be all right.
Just put some ace wrap on it.
What did I do? Oh, we had 3 games this week, so it was kind of a long week. And I, for some reason, just drank way too much alcohol Friday and Saturday again. So
Sounds like the story of
every
Weekend.
weekend, I don't know why,
Binge, man.
things happen.
but I don't drink it all during the week. It's literally Friday night. But Friday night was weird.
Binge.
The last 2 weeks have been weird because the Friday night we helped Drew move, so we drank a shit ton.
That was the most beer I've drank in a long time.
Yeah. And then last night was again. So I'm feeling a little better now. But yeah, it was kind of quiet. So back into school, trying to get in this master's program done. And I'm getting the itch to travel really bad. At least I want to start planning something, planning a vacation.
Are your classes in person?
They're all online.
Then go somewhere.
Do you find that hard to do or no?
Online classes? No, I love them. They're good with my schedule. Can do my stuff at my own pace when I want to. And I kind of have, I don't know, because there were a couple in-person classes that I actually really enjoyed, but then there were some that were fucking awful that I hated, and I'm like, this would be so much easier online. So
I've thought about back for some.
honestly, the biggest thing for me with like the in-person stuff was the professors made it, and I made a couple really good friends that I'm still friends with today that we met in class. I don't feel like you make that connection with somebody when it's an online class.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not-
social interaction. With
No,
someone.
there's not.
I
You
don't
just do
think
your
I'm,
shit.
I'm not making
No,
that
I know
connection
that.
if
You're
I go
not-
to a class.
Yeah, you're not trying.
I
I
just
mean,
don't have the
Logan's
time
not talking
to.
to anyone. We've already established this.
Right. You talk to me and then I'll talk to you.
no, but it's I like online classes, but I know a lot of people that don't, and I know a lot of people that don't thrive in those. So, and that's kind of in the pace right now of like schools with high schools being in the way that they are, like Gibsonburg as an example. But a lot of schools are either doing a hybrid where some kids are at home, at home only, or some schools are doing online learning only. And there's a lot of kids that don't learn that way.
I think Clay's hybrid.
I'm damn sure in high school, if you told me I was going to do school from home, I probably would have fucking.
Yeah, I
You,
would've said fuck
you mean
off.
that I would just be home? I wouldn't be schooling.
Yeah,
Right.
really good shit.
But I think
Yeah.
like the school from home is like they still have to go to class.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah, you have
Correct.
to
You
sign
have to,
in.
you have to
correct.
zoom
times.
like
Yes.
Zoom meeting into class. So
Correct.
you have to still go to class.
No, I know, but I would have been getting in trouble because I would have been like, okay, fuck that. I'm not doing
Maybe
that.
playing NFL Street 2 on the PS2.
Yeah.
So like,
Hell
the,
yeah.
like the way the setup is with Gibsonburg is like the teachers have to report whether or not the student live streams in, and if they don't, then they mark them absent, and it goes towards just like a normal absence from school. And you don't fucking do your shit, they send a truancy officer to your house, and
Insubordination.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm lying. My
It's-
mom would have beat my ass.
No, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would.
yeah, you'd be doing your shit.
Yeah.
But that's why there's a lot of people that I know that they shouldn't be at home. Actually, one of my really good friends, they all right?
I heard something. A car door shut. I was making sure a cop wasn't giving Logan
I
a
was gonna
ticket.
say, is my truck's still there?
But my friend goes to ONU, and
Fucking old stomping grounds.
he lives in Ada. But last year when they went to online only, he really struggled. Like really, 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 really struggled. He's not somebody that can just sit in front of a computer for hours and do homework. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just a personal preference. So, it's for me. It works for me. It doesn't work for everybody. But and I brought another bottle of wine after drinking too much beer the last 2 days. And I picked
Not
up.
shitty box from a box this time.
Box wine's not that bad.
No. I mean,
Oh
like,
yeah,
the one
last
that
week.
got
The
mailed.
last week was the one that.
One that was randomly came to his house.
Correct. Yes.
Walked in.
Yes.
the naked.
So
something.
is that still with
You know
it?
what? What's that?
That's not from that.
No. That's just I went and today on
You
our way
said you
here
bought
and
that
bought
at
it.
Frobos.
Yeah.
right?
But what pissed me off is I ordered another bottle of liquor, and
Liquor or wine?
no, this was at this. Regardless, it was just it has to
Johnny
be.
Walker Blue Label.
So it has to be signed because the wine's the same situation. Anytime you order alcohol, it has to be signed by somebody that's 21 or older.
When they drop it off.
So they won't drop it off. It has to be signed by
That's
somebody
what I'm
that's
saying.
21.
When they drop it off, you have to
Yes,
sign.
yes. When it's delivered, it has to be signed. So my wine was delivered. They put the thing on the door. I wasn't home. Put the thing on the door and said, "Hey, it's got to be signed, whatever." But I can have a neighbor sign for it. So I put my neighbor's always home. I talked to him. He was fine doing it. So I put
You can have your neighbor sign?
Yes. If you put on the thing that say, hey, I need, so and so,
Little
this is the
comment
address.
section, like,
Yeah, this like it's on the back side of the slip from UPS. I put their address, and then the neighbor can sign. So
Do you have to prove you're 21 when you buy it?
No.
So you could buy it underage and have your neighbor who's over 21 sign.
Yes.
Now we're teaching kids to get fucked up.
That's why I wasn't going there, but
I was
carry
just exposing a loophole from this situation.
no,
Oh yeah, that would make things a lot easier when we were 15.
that's fucking get somebody to meet us at the log yard with a fucking 30 rack of bush light.
Hey, can you sign for my UPS order? We'll be here at 3 o'clock. I'll still be at school. Detention.
But we also weren't fucking ordering liquor and wine offline.
No, we had a closet.
Yeah.
Full. Anyway.
So what pissed me off is so that I had she just drops off the wine to my neighbor, no big deal. But then this time, the second order I got coming in, I did the same thing. I put the thing on the back, wrote the dude's address on there, and then the dude left when he tried to deliver on Friday, left a thing that said, "You must be present. Cannot do this with 21-year-old requirement." So stating that I have to sign for it. I can't let my neighbor sign for it. I'm like, well, a week ago it was fine, but now it's not fine.
Because it's probably liquor. It's not. Wine's different than liquor. I'm pretty sure. So like you can't.
They don't know. No. They don't know. They have no idea if it's wine or like if you look at
sure?
100%. 100%, dude.
Maybe
he has
with
no idea.
Maybe when they scan it, it comes up, hey, no, this has to be signed because there's a
probably
certain
does.
law
It
that says, hey, like you cannot.
when
deliver
it's
this unless
shipped,
they are 21.
when it's
Yeah.
shipped, it's probably shipped with the stipulation like this is wine.
Well,
Or
beer and wine
I don't
are
think there's a
together.
difference.
What'd you
is
buy?
different.
Do we want to figure it out? I can look it
That's
up.
why liquor stores are always like there. You can
But
buy
I'm
beer and
saying-
wine outside of the
no,
liquor store.
I get what
It
you're.
has to be in
No.
liquor
The reason
store.
that is because of the liquor license requirement. That's the only reason why things are set up like that.
Well, maybe it's. The
But I'm
same
saying the
online.
delivery aspect of it. The delivery driver has no idea if it's wine, liquor, or beer. They have no idea.
Maybe because he scans every package. Maybe when he scans
I know
there is specific requirements stating that hey, they have to be present.
I think
Does
the
it
no
get
matter
shipped
what.
through FedEx?
It's UPS.
So state law, as well as FedEx policy, requires an adult signature at the time of delivery for every U.S. package containing alcohol.
Correct. Alcohol.
Your selection of the alcohol checkbox at the time of label creation will automatically select the adult signature service option.
But my neighbor said the delivery driver was super nonchalant when she dropped off the wine. She was like, "Oh, you look 21. Here you go," and walked away.
I don't really. I think they deliver that shit all the time. It's like fuck it. I don't even care.
That's why I don't understand why it's a big deal. Like that's why, and so now I either have to be home tomorrow when he delivers, or I have to go to the UPS place and pick it up, which is probably what I end up doing.
Yeah, why don't you just go there and pick it up? It's not a big deal.
Because well, if I would have known
You
that,
said
I
it's
would have.
UPS?
Yes.
This says UPS does not deliver alcohol.
I mean, that's who's delivered the last two. That's why I have the slip from. But anyways, yeah. So
Besides the point.
it just annoyed me, and so now I have to go to Milan tomorrow to the UPS shipping center and pick up my fucking package because
Well, that's
What'd
why
you
you don't
buy?
buy booze online.
what's that?
So anyway,
What'd you buy?
It's a surprise, and it's not Blue Label.
you
But
cheap fuck.
Green label.
but and it
If
did
you bought
bring-
anything below that one blue label we talked about, you could have just went to the fucking store and bought it.
I made sure what I bought. It's not Johnny Walker, but I made sure what I bought.
Is it
I
Scotch?
couldn't get from around here.
Is it Scotch?
I am not going to tell you.
Is
I
it a
was
surprise
planning on
for you?
having it tonight, but I couldn't because the douche didn't deliver it.
So it's gonna be next week.
Yes.
All right, stay tuned for the secret beverage.
That none of us are gonna like unless it's scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether or not you guys do or not.
It's Mike's
I'm
secret
kidding.
stuff.
It came from overseas.
Come in a
so
water bottle.
a water bottle?
Yeah, it's Mike's secret stuff. It's a Space Jam reference. Have you ever seen that movie?
Man.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, I haven't seen the movie in forever.
That's
Um,
also
When's
the
two
podcast
coming
title.
out?
The new one with LeBron.
Yeah.
Mike's secret stuff.
LeBron
Stuff.
just put out a like a teaser of it about like a month
The
ago.
fact that these
so-
dudes can participate in a professional sport and film a movie at the same time is fucking absurd.
Like the fact that they're
They don't
actually
practice though.
capable of
Yes,
it.
they do.
Yes, they do.
They haven't been practicing.
They
The
practice
Celtics.
every
The
day.
Celtics did not practice. They
Talk about
practiced once
practice.
in like the whole week last week. That
How
was
many
it.
games do they play?
I don't know.
Probably
A lot?
4.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5.
So the thing
And they
is,
you know why they don't practice? Because they have
play
to
so many
travel.
games. Yeah.
They probably played in LA. Like
You're right. You're
LA.
right. You're right.
so the thing is about the Space Jam, and I learned this when I watched The Last
When's it
Dance,
come
and I
out?
didn't know this. Is
oh, yeah, they built them a whole fucking basketball
yeah,
facility.
yeah. Did you watch that? So on The Last Dance with MJ, they talked about they built him a whole like practice facility at the
he had
Warner
a
Brothers
full
studios.
arena, or not arena, but like rec basically. It had
Yeah.
like 3 courts, a
Did they
weight
actually
room.
like build a structure, or they just brought in courts so like they can fucking?
No, it was a full-on structure.
They built like it wasn't
The
like
structure
it was a
wasn't already
tent.
there?
It was like
I'm
a
sure
tent.
yeah,
but they
I'm
brought
sorry.
in
they
like
brought in the
I'm
court
sorry,
and
yes.
shit.
yeah, they brought in like 2 or 3 courts, I think.
At Warner Brothers studio because then he was there
But
all
you think about it,
off-season.
all those courts are like that.
But
Yeah.
no, he would have like the rest of he would call people from the league come and run open gym. He would wake up in the morning, work out, film for 8 to 12 hours, and then work out, and then do the same thing over and over, and then play at night with people that he would like call people like,
Yeah, he said,
and they would fly in to come play at the Space Jam recording studio.
God damn.
What a life.
So when he had
July
like,
16th is the release date of Space Jam 2, A New Legacy.
I know they said MJ's supposed to be in the new one. He's supposed to make a cameo.
LeBron, Anthony Davis, Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard.
Anybody else?
I wonder if it's gonna
Steve
be
Harvey.
like the same thing where like they like some of those dudes turn into fucking aliens, monsters.
It definitely, like the preview that I saw
Has to
had kind
be.
of a weird
Right.
vibe to
I
it.
mean, if it
but-
wouldn't be Space Jam if it
So
wasn't.
the only
or
one.
if they're gonna be like playing other monsters. You know what I mean? LeBron's got.
So the only thing is Damian
Make a
Lillard in
team.
the movie as himself. Nobody else is in the movie as himself
Really?
besides LeBron.
well,
Was he gonna be like the role of Newman in the first one? I'm fixing a divot.
and then like he gets on the ground and he's like starts talking the hole. He's like, Michael, we really need you to come back, please.
Speaking of Space Jam,
Yes.
they have a pretty damn good soundtrack. Space Jam soundtrack. Is
I
pretty
feel like
good.
a lot of older
The
movies, a
Eagles
lot
and
of
shit?
older sports movies have
Steve
really,
Miller
really
Band?
Was
good
that it?
soundtracks.
Yeah, no, definitely,
Huh?
definitely.
What
that,
song?
That kind of makes me think like what I
Uh,
judge people
Fly Like
off their
an Eagle?
music choice. Like I
yeah.
when I see
They're not
somebody, I'm
they're
like,
not listening to
I'm
you,
like,
by the way.
hey,
What?
you're what
sorry.
kind of music do you listen to? You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you meet new people and stuff. That's
Yes,
always a
it
good
was.
question to ask. But what kind of music are you listening to these days?
Right now, jeez.
Does it change? Like, does it change?
Does
like,
the music I listen to
I want to
change?
listen to this, and then I want
Yes,
to
it
kind of
changes
get in
all
the
the
mood.
time.
Yeah.
I don't really. Well, let's see. I'm gonna
Everybody.
be honest, dude. I don't really
You don't have like a
like. I used to listen to music all the time when I'm driving. Now all I listen to when I'm driving is podcasts.
This podcast?
The SOS
I actually
podcast
do listen to this podcast.
now available on all platforms.
Wait,
I
you
usually
can
put
you
my
can actually
earbuds in and
listen to this podcast?
Yes, you can listen to this
Oh
podcast.
shit! I need to start doing
I know you
that.
haven't been doing that, but
have.
Wait, we're filming a podcast.
I mean, I always.
Like, it's just like my company
It
on
just depends
Sunday.
kind of when some new shit comes out, I'll listen to it. I don't really listen to a whole lot of rap anymore. Not really a whole lot of country music either. Dude, I really don't like. It's like hit or miss on what I listen to. I
I mean,
think.
podcast count. I mean, I guess is
I mean, it's a form of content. I don't know if
Audio.
it counts as music.
Audio entertainment.
yeah, audio entertainment.
Um,
All music is anymore, really.
what is probably one of the best albums I've listened to lately? I don't know. Kid Cudi's new album was pretty nice. That wasn't bad.
Man on the Moon 3.
Yes. I actually listened to this R&B group called Division. They're really good as well.
Nice. So do you usually have like, and this is speaking to everybody, you usually have like a couple songs that you like put on repeat?
No,
Like
I just
per
listen. When I
week
listen to
or-
something, I listen to the whole
I
The
album.
whole album? You listen to the whole album. You listen to simple like certain songs, Logan?
I mean, if I have like a, I mean, I can't even say that I listen to like whole albums anymore. I'm like all over the board, and just so like on Spotify, how it like puts, like 6 playlists together that have random shit based off of like one genre or song or something. So I just branch off of that. But
Yeah, it's I use Spotify as well, so that
I do not.
they have the
It's
like
Apple Music.
playlist made for you and,
Mike, are
and
you
weekly.
okay?
right.
Yeah, why?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm total. I
You
mean,
like this?
I'm listening.
I don't really listen to any rap at all, I would say. But I mean, anything like acoustically driven, and I'm all about the sound, like the voice. So I mean, if a voice intrigues me or if I like vocals, that's draws me into it. But
What about you, Mike?
Like I have a weird thing with like, I'll think of a song and I'll just add it to my library on Apple Music, and then I have like a list of songs that I'll just start listening on repeat all week. Like it's like
So you're the song and repeat guy. You like make like a mini playlist. For
make like a weekly playlist.
Not even. Like I'll literally go to my library.
Songs,
I'll go to my library and it'll say have like recently added songs, and I'll just keep listening to those because
you're an Apple Music guy.
Yeah,
I just shuffle
and
my
Gage,
library.
you're an Apple Music guy as well, right?
Correct.
All right.
How
How
much-
much Spotify? You guys are Apple Music.
How many songs do you have in your library?
2,000.
That's my thing. I don't have a library. I don't have like a library where I put all the shit I like. If I like it, I'm gonna remember it, and then like, so you're talking about how you put this shit in your library and you go back and listen to it.
So you don't make playlists or anything. You just click on.
I have
Spotify.
old playlists, but anymore I don't.
You just play what Spotify.
I just
plays.
play it, and then
What
once
record?
I find like a
Song
song
you
that
like
like
to go
really
back
clicks
to
with
it?
me, like every day I'll be listening to random shit, and I'll just type in that song and I'll listen to that.
Now the benefits
Like
of
2
doing
hours
that,
later, I'll listen to it again, along with all the other shit.
the benefits of doing that is I think it opens you up to a little more variety of music to where I'm like, okay, songs that I haven't heard of in forever. If you're doing like a playlist that Spotify recommends, so there are benefits to doing it that way. Whereas
But Apple does the same thing.
I know, no, I'm not just saying specifically Spotify.
But yes,
I'm just saying
Spotify,
in general.
you can make a playlist based on a song. You can click, I like this song.
Yeah, but
make
I
me a
can.
playlist.
The nice thing is, like, I have a tendency, like, if I'm like really feeling somebody today, whoever, like, whatever artist it is, and
I knew someone was gonna laugh.
why was that funny?
When I'm really feeling someone today. And then
You're feeling the vibes, man. You're feeling.
I
them.
get what you're saying,
I'm
but like
picking up
I
what you're
said
putting
last
down.
I
episode,
didn't say
Jordan
when I'm
is
really
a 12-year-old.
When I'm really plugging someone today.
You are plugging it in. Go ahead,
Like last episode when you said naked and he laughed every single time.
dude.
But what I can say is like,
Naked as
okay,
we came.
prime
had to
example
be
here.
here.
Prime example. If I'm literally like, there's no better. One of my favorite vibes in the summertime is the windows down and I'm fucking jamming out to Kenny Chesney when it's
knew you were gonna
85
say
degrees
that.
I
outside.
hate driving with the windows down.
Oh,
I
God,
do too,
dude.
honestly.
I fucking
Really?
hate
Unless you're driving through town.
No, dude.
If you're driving at like 60,
yes.
you can't hear the shit.
No, I have all 4 windows down and my fucking music cranked, and that bitch is loud, and you got wind blowing through your hair, and it's 80 degrees out.
Open?
You don't have any hair.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, fuck that. Not
Yep.
a chance, dude. Roll the windows up.
Yep. No, I don't want to fucking car all stuffy. Like, give me some air. Give me some fresh air to just give me a good vibe. But literally, one of the I love about Apple Music, and I don't know if you can do this on Spotify or not. You probably can't because it's a Siri thing. But I can say, hey, Siri, give me a station by Kenny Chesney, and she'll say, okay, creating a station with similarities of Kenny Chesney or something.
Yeah,
and it's a whole variety.
I can't say, hey, Spotify, do this, but I can go to radio.
Yeah,
Kenny
but,
Chesney to
yeah,
do
but
it.
and it's not gonna give me just Kenny Chesney music like songs. It'll give me a fucking
Like
hodgepodge.
Spotify, like if you type in Kenny Chesney, it'll say this is Kenny Chesney, and that will all be like Kenny Chesney.
Yeah.
But you can go to Kenny Chesney radio and
Kenny Chesney and certain things related to Kenny
yeah,
Chesney's.
there-
brand.
anything that will like ping if you said Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney's like Jimmy Buffett. He's not technically the greatest artist. He's not. His voice isn't the greatest, but the vibe he pursues and the vibe he initiates is where it's at. Like Jimmy Buffett sucks.
Dude, I thought
Musically,
about that
Jimmy Buffett's
today.
horrible, but his vibe that he creates and puts you in fucking Florida Keys. He puts you on a beach with a
Yes,
margarita.
I thought about him yesterday.
November.
So I was doing that fucking side job, and 5 o'clock somewhere came on. So I've heard it a million times, but I was just working and singing to it, and I was like, motherfucker, that dude fucking figured it out like perfectly. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna fucking
He
just
plugged
sing
himself
little
well.
fucking
plugged himself
jivey,
so
beachy tunes and fucking just live on the beach the rest of my life.
you-
And it, like that would be the
Jimmy
perfect
Buffett
fucking
used to
thing,
live
dude.
on a sailboat and drop acid every day.
Well, he could. I mean, he could literally sing about fucking anything, but fucking on a fucking sailboat. But the way that it's gonna sound is on acid. The way that
All right, today went to brunch, and it was
That's
delicious.
become a weekly thing for somebody
somebody
in this room.
here
I've
goes
never
to
been to
brunch
brunch ever.
every weekend.
Oh.
I gotta take you. to
Maybe you
brunch.
should get
We gotta
in-
go to brunch
well,
together. We
I'm
gotta.
not bougie enough to go.
Gage
to
doesn't
brunch.
get
I think
invited.
There's nothing bougie about this brunch.
I think we all need to talk shit to you guys because you guys went to brunch. So it's
Go ahead.
every
Talk shit
time
about
I
brunch.
no,
We
because
went to
I'm not
brunch
gonna
like
do
fucking
that
4
because I
weeks in a
like
row.
going to brunch.
Well, I'm gonna promote
Is that a
this
sock
mask.
in your
Is that a
pocket?
hanky?
It's a fucking mask.
Oh.
You got a
'Cause
hanky?
You can't go anywhere without a fucking mask anymore.
It's
You got a
Ollie.
hanky, hanky panky in your pocket?
I
was
smoke
like-
some weed.
Sorry. Anyways.
Went to brunch today. Went to Everyday People
Well, that
Cafe.
took 30 seconds for us to get off topic.
Anywhere
by the way.
where?
Yeah,
What's it called again?
Everyday People Cafe.
That's right. It's
Where's
in
that?
Bowling
Why do you go to all these
It's-
places that are such
Is that
long
in
names?
Pennsylvania?
No, it's in Bowling Green
Bowling Green,
actually,
yeah,
and it's
they've
my
been there forever.
favorite. It's my favorite brunch
Yeah.
spot. I go at least
good.
once a month.
I don't ever remember the name of it, but
But I had my second Bloody Mary because I had my first one yesterday and I fell in love with Bloody Mary. So now I like Bloody Mary.
still gross.
But didn't you say a few weeks ago, or when I brought them up, that you didn't like them?
Yes, I hated Bloody Marys. I've always hated Bloody Marys.
For why? Because you had never had
No,
them?
the last time I had a Bloody Mary was on my boat with Logan.
That's also the last time and the only time I will ever have one because it was literally tomato juice and fucking a whole can of pepper.
That should not be a Bloody Mary. That's
And
why
we-
I want you to have,
but
he had a good one and he fell in love with
but
them.
we also chugged it.
Yeah, on the way to Put-in Bay, chugging it, and half of the Bloody Mary landed on Logan's white T-shirt.
Yeah. On my white
Anyway,
tea.
that was the last time I had a Bloody Mary.
So you had a
until
good white
yesterday.
tea? Or a
And
good
I
Bloody-
had, it was basically
It was
a Bloody Mary
plain
in a
white
bar,
tea.
and it was so good.
So you were wearing a good white tee.
This is why I can't stay up till 5 in the morning the night before.
What?
I tried to say to Jordan, I was like, oh, so you had a good Bloody Mary. And I said, oh, so you had a good white tea?
Yeah, and I was wearing it and it got all over me.
I do like white tea as well, but anyway, yes, I had a very good Bloody Mary.
Oh, now we're talking about tea, like T-E-A.
Yeah, exactly. TEA. Well, fucking Christ. I'm talking about Bloody Mary.
Start spelling your words so we know what you're
Look at
talking
the fucking
about.
double entendres and bars we're spitting right now,
Right.
dude.
All right.
Do you know what
This is
double
our song.
entendre is?
You said you wanted to write a song today. Here we go.
It's about
Double
white, it's
entendre
called
is when
white
you say
teas.
something, but it means two different things. So, like, you like white tea means you like white tees, like Logan has on, or you like white tea as well.
I don't
It's
wear white
especially
tees.
prevalent because we were talking about me in a white T-shirt.
So you just did
So,
that. You did
I understand.
that. Time
I'm
out.
picking up what you guys are
You
putting
did
down.
that and didn't mean to do that.
Correct.
Okay.
So,
No, I knew what I was doing. I just didn't know that's what it was called.
at brunch today,
I love how Mike always gets us back on topic just by.
Yes.
So now we're going back to what we were talking about.
I feel like he's just waiting. He's like, all right, motherfuckers, shut up so I can say this.
So when we were at brunch today, we got on the topic of the insane craziness.
Talking about what'd you eat for brunch?
Why? I didn't have a poached egg, if that matters.
No, because
but
it matters. I want to know.
Yeah, what did you have?
it was.
Sorry for caring about you.
It was
You know
like
what? Fuck you.
it wasn't
All right,
like
back
a
to what you're
bougie
saying.
like.
I've been talking about my loaded tots every fucking
I
Sunday.
know it
What do you-
definitely was not that. It was
I
like
couldn't take it out of
essentially the
context.
Grand Slam from Denny's. Like it was French toast, eggs, bacon. Like it was.
Oh,
it was
loaded
a
tater tots
hangover
isn't bougie.
fucking- No, but
Loaded tater tots sound fucking delicious any
It's
time of the day.
fucking hillbilly meal.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't. But I just you can't go to Denny's. Well, you probably could, but
You get what? Loaded
regardless,
tots?
yes.
Can't get a good Bloody Mary though. Denny's.
No, and that's the other best part about this brunch place is a lot of
Give it a
places
fuck
don't
up.
have alcohol.
Our
These
server
fuckers
offered
do.
us shots.
Yeah, shout out to Danielle Burley, who was our server, former Gibsonburg grad.
Oh, shit.
She,
Yeah,
I heard that name in a
Did you tell me to
long
listen to
time.
the pod?
no, we didn't.
Don't shout
Next
her
time we will. But it was, yeah, that's what I had. I had a normal
What'd you
like,
have?
Grand Slam.
I had a veg sanity omelet
But it was
that
called-
I
I'm
cut into
interested now.
pieces and put on English muffins, and I also had some roasted potatoes and coffee and water and 2 Bloody Marys.
Nice.
It was a perfect brunch.
And the best part
I
about
love
that
it.
place, too, and I don't mean to plug them, but the best thing about
Plug
the
'em everywhere.
Everyday People Cafe is it's not overly expensive either.
It's just a bunch of everyday people.
It was
is.
$25 for everything that I
Everyday
just-
People.
I was just
thinking
that
too. You know we're every day.
Anyway, at brunch, we were talking about the stock market.
The crazy,
And the
crazy stock
fucked
market.
up shit that's going
I
on.
don't even
right
know
now
if
in the
I would
stock
call it the whole stock market. It's
That's just very broad. Very broad
it's
there.
it's,
but
it's Reddit in 3 stocks.
It's like the people taking over Wall Street.
Reddit,
kind of,
3
right?
stocks, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade. I mean, there's some people
Yeah, there's some
people
issues.
in this whole ring of fuckery.
Situation.
Ring of Fire.
So, do we want
All
to
right
just
into
brush
it.
on what actually happened?
Yeah, because I think
Like,
there's a
the-
lot of
the
people that are like,
background.
what the fuck
Yeah,
is
and
this
a lot of people that have
nonsense?
no idea what's going on.
So can you give me a layman's term,
Simmer
Simmer it down.
summary?
Basically-
cinnamon roll.
Ooh, I love a
basically,
good cinnamon roll.
long story short,
Cinnamon.
this
Brokerages and
was it Melvin's Capital was one of the main brokerage firms.
we're short selling
Yeah.
Yes.
GameStop.
They're,
We're short
they're
selling
betting
GameStop.
against it,
They're,
right?
they're
Correct.
betting that GameStop
they
was
buy
going
the
to go down.
stock. They buy the stock at $7, say, and say, okay, we'll pay you back for this stock
Yeah,
in a week, and the price will go down.
Right.
So
Well,
I'm just
they
saying,
pay $7.
I'm just saying.
They get $7. They say we'll buy it back later. So it goes they buy it back at $4, and then they give it back to them with a $3 profit.
layman's
You're kind
terms,
of
they're
right.
betting against it. They're
Correct.
just-
You're pretty much right, but they borrow.
No, that's what I meant.
The
They
stock.
borrow it.
They
and
borrow it from somebody else,
and they say we'll give it
for a
back to you.
fee.
Yes, and then they sell it
and then they sell it right away.
and then buy it back when they're supposed
Yep.
to turn it back in.
Yep.
But the problem with GameStop was they were short selling it at 130%.
Yes, because
so
that's
30% more of stocks than were available. Like it was over the amount of stocks that were available to even be bought.
Mm-hmm. And
first off, that should not be allowed.
Well, that it was a safe bet.
Yeah.
Anybody that's in the stock market, any hedge funds, anybody would bet against GameStop.
Yeah, because no video game really right now is you're going to a brick and mortar store to buy it.
Right,
Exactly.
brick and mortar.
Everything's
That's
everything's
the
a
key
digital
right there,
download.
yeah. Brick and mortar.
For sure.
They're not
so
fucking.
it was essentially a safe bet. It really was.
Until fucking Wall Street bets on Reddit.
And Reddit says, fuck Melvin Capital, and we're gonna team up. We're gonna fucking just have everybody and their brother buy into GameStop and AMC and run the fucking stock price up,
so
and
that the hedge funds have to buy it back.
The only way to get out of your short sell is to buy those shares back.
So it went from the brokerages and shit making like it was like 1.7 mil on the short sales to owing like 13.4 billion.
I saw the one example I saw. The dude, he bought like $50,000 worth and turned it into like 22 million.
Yeah,
in a day.
Because the stock price was no joke. At like $4.
Yeah, $6.
It's at last I saw it on Friday night was
today.
So it's $3.95 today. Imagine if you bought $100 worth of it.
Hindsight 2020, doesn't it just piss you off that like you didn't know that? You could have just been like,
I'm more
okay, here's
pissed
a
off
fucking
that I'm on
$1,000
Reddit
and then
fucking 4 hours a day and didn't know Wall Street bets was a thing.
It was a sub forum.
I know.
Like, yeah.
But the problem with
they're day traders. That's what they do. They're day traders.
But the problem that they buy and sell the same day.
Boom.
But the problem with that is you can only do 3 day trades in a 5-day period,
and you have to pay taxes
instantly.
Instantly.
Short. It's like what short? Not short sale. There's a tax term for it.
Yeah.
It's way more. It's like 43% or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's even a tax for like if you buy a stock and sell within the year. There's a tax for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's tax.
There's a whole bunch of
fucking
I
tax.
saw, I don't know
anyway.
where I saw it, but I saw a big hedge fund dude like bashing all these people, basically saying like, "Oh, this is just an attack on wealthy people. Like, just stay in your own lane and let us do what we do."
No, it's normal people doing what the rich people have been doing for 100 years.
Right.
But now it's not okay because normal people were like, "Oh, we can make money doing exactly what you're doing, and we're gonna make you lose money as well." Because the only way you can get out of these short sales is to buy back the shares and give it back to whoever you borrowed it from.
And it's all fair game because it's fair trade, right? Or not?
Supposed to be.
It's supposed to be a fair trade.
Robinhood and TD Ameritrade decided to shut down.
This was Friday. They shut down for half the day. You could not buy or sell.
No, you could sell. You can sell.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, you could. You could
not after a while. You could not
terminate your. Yes, you could. You could sell your shares.
Some point, but at some point between Friday and Saturday, they also made it so you could not sell.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that. I thought
basically just waiting for it to go back down.
They were basically halting it because they said that what was happening was making the market too volatile.
Right.
But that's not legal for them to do. There's only one organization that can control whether they can stop trading, and I'm pretty sure it's the SEC.
It is.
Yeah.
The SEC is the only one that can decide, hey, no, we got to halt this for a minute. And they shut it down. TD Ameritrade did for a little bit. Webull did for a little bit, and like it was like 3 hours, and they were like, we probably shouldn't do this. We're going to stop this.
Right. And then
but even after that,
they had class action suits after that, right?
Yeah. So now Robinhood has like almost every single person that had GameStop stock is filing a class action lawsuit because they shouldn't be.
Right. And I saw the interview with the CEO, and he was kind of just like rambling, like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. But even after that, so yesterday they made it so you can only buy 5 shares and sell 10.
Limited acquisitions,
which is also not legal
for
them to do.
Yeah, no, it's super fucked up, and it's funny because when the big law firms with billions of dollars they look after, or law firms, fucking brokerage firms, they look after billions of dollars, and they can, when they're hurting, these Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, we're gonna shut down this because when they buy, or when people can't buy the stock any longer, they have to be able to buy those back. So they shut down other people to buy the stocks, prevent everyday people from buying those stocks
So that
because
those brokerages
people
can
can
buy them back.
Yeah, buy them back to save their ass.
I'm not. Let me premise before I say it. I'm not saying that I agree with what Robinhood did, because I don't. But at the same time, aren't they a private company in a sense that can do whatever they want because it's
Not really, 'cause
their
the-
company?
the-
stock
bigger than them.
The stock market
Yeah.
is not a private company.
No.
They are a venue for people to purchase stock.
So
Yeah.
who oversees? Who sets the
SEC.
rules for them?
The
Okay, but
SEC.
so then why isn't the SEC coming down on Robinhood?
They
and
are.
being
They
like,
are.
What the
And
fuck
so
did you do?
The Senate is holding a hearing on Monday.
Is the Senate does the Senate control the SEC?
No, but they're gonna be talking about it. And
Well, that's what I'm saying though, because Gage and I
it's
talked
fucked
about
up.
this. Like, I don't think the government needs to get themselves involved.
The only way the government gets involved is to, in my opinion,
The SEC is a government company. Isn't
That's
it?
what I'm saying. Yes, is to fix the trading companies that halted or fucked with being able to trade. Because in my opinion,
What do you mean by fix? What do you think they should do?
they need to.
Just say, hey, look, that's not allowed. Don't ever do
No,
that
look
again.
at look
They're
over
either
it
going
this
to be
and see what's
fined
fucking happening.
or I wouldn't be surprised if Robinhood no longer exists.
Well, I think that not just because of what the SEC might do to them, but I think that's just because people are like, fuck you, dude, I'm out. Like, that's just. But you know what? I say that, and then I get on Twitter, and I still see fucking people sharing their first thing of, hey, take my referral and get your free stock. People are still signing up for Robinhood.
It's because it's so easy to use.
Yeah, it's a super user-friendly
It
interface.
is, and there's people now that are still, we have friends that are still using Robinhood, and it's because it's an easy thing to use. Why not? They don't really give a shit. If they can still make money on it, then whatever. But it's
also those people weren't ones that were probably affected.
No,
by
not at all.
GameStop.
not at all.
Or like.
What I'm saying is, do you think Robinhood's going to lose enough money, or they're still going to be able to maintain themselves?
I think they'll still be.
I mean,
I disagree. I don't think. I think they're still going to be around, and I think they will rebound from this. But just like any other huge fucking
No, I'm not
financial
saying that
firm or
people
anything
were-
else,
people
they're gonna
weren't gonna
recover.
use it.
It's not a money thing, right? It's like
No.
them getting shut down.
correct.
Yeah.
I said if
Yeah.
anything happens, that the
It's not
SEC
that
will
they-
shut
it's
them
not
down.
But I
they
feel
can't.
like
Not the fact that
such
they're
a
not going to make.
large trader. I can't see the SEC saying you're out. I feel like
No,
they're
I don't
going to
think
hit
so
him with
either.
something, but I don't.
It's just another platform for people to dabble into the stock.
But yeah, but
more money to be.
is there
Yeah,
a
but
rule?
there's 35 platforms now.
But is there a rule that Robinhood as a company has to follow that says what they did was wrong? That is it illegal?
Yes,
It
that's
is
why they've been
illegal for what they
backtracking
did.
since
Is
they did it.
there, or is that why the Senate's meeting? Is that why the SEC?
I
is
feel like there's
no?
not, and that's why they're
That's
trying.
why
They want
it's
to create
such
one
big fucking mess right now.
Yeah, but
because nobody's ever done it.
But so in my opinion, the stock market
The
is a free
volume that
market.
happened, it is a free market.
So
but the
there is
volume
nobody-
that happened has never happened in
Yeah.
the history of the stock market. What happened this past week? It's never happened. The volume of users, the volume of money getting fluctuated between trades throughout the day on this entire week has never happened in the history of the stock market. So it's something that has never happened. So I think that's why everyone's meeting, everyone's talking about it, and this is a huge fucking deal. So
But
something is
do you
going to
think-
happen out of this, but I don't think they're going to get shut
Do you
down.
think that like all these big wigs and hedge fund people will
They're pissed.
put their hand in on it and basically like get it figured out somewhere where all these people like Robinhood can do that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
feel like they're
I know
probably gonna
pissed.
try.
Oh, I would be pissed too because they lost 50%. 50% of their money, including their emergency funds that they had
It's
set aside.
50%, but if you look at it as 50% of their dirty money that they're fucking not cheating, but like have the way upper hand on everyday person that just wants to fucking get into it.
This just proves how manipulated the market can be. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody and everybody can get in on this action. Fucking go for it. And I
they
think
don't want
that's
that.
gonna. No, they don't want.
And I feel like they're gonna come in and be like, okay, well, yeah, slap Robinhood on the wrist, but let's get it said that it's allowed now. They can shut that shit down if they want
with
to.
money comes power.
Right.
And that's just
Not
how
that
it
that's
works.
right, but I
But
feel
that's
like
gonna-
it's gonna
but
be a
that-
thing that's tried.
That's it's just gonna raise a bunch of problems with the government as well if they do that. There's
All I know
because
is-
the only people that they are limiting by allowing that to happen is
your everyday people.
retail
Everyday traders.
investors or whatever technically the term is.
They
for
were
us.
those day
Basically for
traders were
us.
retail investors.
Yeah,
They-
that's
they
what I'm saying.
consider
That's
it
the only thing you're limiting because this $1 billion brokerage is not trading through fucking Robinhood.
No, they're not.
I know,
They're
but I
trading,
feel like-
they're trading
we're the only-
directly with the stock market.
But
Yeah.
we're the only people that want limited. I feel like.
That's exactly that's what I'm saying. Is that's
Yeah.
why it's I
So I
don't
don't
see,
think they give a fuck.
they won't give a fuck. But like
As long as
I
you
don't
tell me
think
I'm not going to lose 50%, do
I don't
whatever the
think
fuck you
that
got to do.
if that happens, there's going to be some serious backlash.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll be pissed because I traded through Robinhood. I was sitting back laughing, watching this whole thing unfold, and I didn't lose any fucking money. So I'm like, I didn't get
Were
it
you
on the
thinking
action.
like, God damn, why didn't I just fucking somehow
Even
just
for no
magically
reason
know that GameStop was
Buy
going to grow
fucking
1,700% in 7 fucking days? Yeah, I
God
should have
damn.
fucking known that.
That's why I'm pissed. I
Well,
wish I would
doesn't it kinda piss you off?
I wish I would have fucking been on the subreddit, dude. I'm on
Because
there
I feel
now.
like 8 days ago, if someone said buy stock in GameStop, you'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, I'd be like, eat shit, bro.
It's like,
I was
okay,
like, I haven't
never mind,
stepped
don't.
inside a GameStop in 4 years. I'm not
Right.
buying stock in
like
it.
buying stock in like Family Video or something.
Yeah. Buy some Blockbuster stock.
Right. Are those even around anymore? Because like Family Video
one
sells like
left.
They always turn
CBD and
into
shit.
CBD
but- yeah,
CBD now.
we sell CBD and DVDs.
So the one article I read said that this week Robinhood became the #1 downloaded app on Apple's platform, Apple's app store.
Because everyone's like, let me buy some GameStop.
That's why I don't think it's going away.
And once it got
But then
word
also-
out that it was happening, people were still buying it at $300 a share.
Yeah,
I think it's still
and
mean-
selling it for $380 a share. It's just how it works. Day trades. Anyway,
But do you think that this? I mean, this is going to create a new set of rules that the SEC is going to come out and be like, okay, this happened. We need to prevent this from ever happening again.
well,
I think it should be a rule that you can't short sell 130% of a company.
Yeah, but who are they going to change the rules for, them or us?
they're going to change it for us. They're not going to change it for them because they hold
The SEC
1% of all the money in the fucking world.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. They're going to change it against us and not against them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Correct.
getting
Exactly.
at.
That's what I think because that's how it always works.
Yeah.
Because with money.
It'll be interesting to see.
It
what
will,
happens.
and I'm curious how it's all going to unfold. And I'm going to watch it closely.
Well, I mean, and the other article I read is that Robinhood had to borrow from 6 different banks this week, anywhere from 200 to 300 million lines of credit.
Yeah, because they didn't have the funds to
They didn't
keep
have
fucking
it.
putting out.
Correct.
So
all
they
these games.
changed. They also changed their like ruling. You can't buy anything until your money clears now because they don't have any money to front you.
Mhm.
So like you have to wait
Oh, I see what
3
you're
to
saying.
5
Yeah.
business days
Yeah.
for your deposit to clear into their account before you can. But that's the problem.
In a
Is
sense
the whole
that was
probably,
yeah.
probably how it
no,
should
but
have
their
been.
but their whole premise was
We'll front you the
deposit money. We'll front you the money so
Until
that
it
you
clears.
can until it clears so that you can buy
Yep.
buy stock now.
Yep,
And now
that's
you can't do
exactly-
that.
Yep, that's
So there's
exactly what
gonna
their
be-
marketing
So now they're
purpose was.
changing their whole platform.
Correct. So which means in turn is probably going to be another surge of all this shit going back up once everyone's money clears.
Right.
It's definitely a crazy new thing that I don't think we've ever seen, and our markets have never seen. And
Also, the stock market is higher than it's ever been. It's hitting records.
yeah,
in, a,
mine's
pan-
up.
in a
And
pandemic,
during a
by the way.
pandemic,
Mine's up.
I mean, it's fucking mind-boggling, and it's
Yeah, mine's,
some of the
mine's
things
up
that,
too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Which it wasn't when the fucking pandemic started. I
But
looked
are
open that
you-
shit and it's like down 17%. I'm like, Jesus, fucking
Yeah.
my money, bye.
Jordan, for somebody that's a Robinhood investor in a sense, are you like against them now? Are you like fuck you, I'm out, or are you just gonna kind of stick with them and be like,
for
I'm
the
already here?
platform that holds all my money that I'm investing. So
But there's a lot of people that can. I would.
I mean,
I
you
don't-
can roll that over.
no, I
to
can
a
I can
different
roll it
I
over, I
don't
can pull
know
it out,
how
I
to
can
do
sell
that.
out. But for now, I'm just gonna roll with them for now. But I
Until they
I
create-
am looking into other options.
Until they create some crazy rule that they're going to.
If they come out and say, hey, you know, whatever, have some fucking crazy ass rules like you said, I'm gonna stick with them for now.
Fidelity's not bad.
Yeah, and there's Stash App. There's other platforms that you can go through with a user friendly interface and still trade. I'm cool with whatever at this point because I've read a few books and I'm pretty familiar with the stock
That's the
market,
thing
how
is
it
people were
works,
like
and-
so against Robinhood because they're like, well, they're fucking the little guy and things like that. And in a sense, at first I was like, yeah, absolutely, that's totally fucked up. But the more articles and shit, and more research I did on it, I'm like, well, in a sense, they're also a business that they were trying to protect themselves because they weren't expecting
They didn't have a
this.
choice.
They didn't.
They didn't have a choice.
No, they would have easily went bankrupt and was totally just ruined. I mean, they're already in shambles, but I think they'll.
I also saw an article that I don't know if it's true, but it says that through Robinhood, if you buy a share, you don't technically own the share. Robinhood owns the share,
Yeah.
but you get paid for it.
Maybe that's I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
I've never heard
so
that.
like if you go through something
he
else
kind of
like
fucked up.
through
How does
Fidelity or
that
something.
work? So
I mean,
if you go to sell it, like they're just like, okay, here you can have it back and sell it, and then
No, so like it's basically like be like a piece of paper. Say we go
that's probably
somewhere.
just the platform how they work. Because
Yeah,
they
but that's
couldn't
what-
technically transfer it to you.
But other platforms you do. If I go on
I don't know anything about
if
that.
I go on
That's the way it built my
Fidelity,
bakery.
Would there
if I
ever
go on
be a-
Fidelity and buy a share in a stock, that share is
Yeah.
now mine.
Same thing
would
with
there
TD Ameritrade.
would there ever be a scenario where like they run out of money and they start selling the shares that they own that are yours?
So the thing that happened as well was people that had so on with Robinhood, you can technically buy shares on credit through
Yeah.
Robinhood.
Yes, you can.
I don't remember what it's called. What's it called?
It's
Ridiculous.
Robinhood something. It's a.
I just don't understand why
So,
they
no,
would
what they were
need why
doing
they would
was
need to
if-
still own it if you bought it.
Yeah, no.
You're getting the money.
It's basically they are the ones that are like it's you bought it technically, but it's never technically transferred to your name.
Correct.
It's in Robinhood.
Yeah.
So Robinhood owns the share.
Correct.
But you bought it, and when you sell it, you get the money.
But I'm saying though, like if somebody fucked up or somebody within their system was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna sell this share right here."
They would go to prison.
Right, but it could happen
Yeah.
because technically it's theirs.
Correct.
Right. Well, that's
But-
what to me.
but
That's
are
why
you
I
looking
said I
up
don't
that term?
understand why they even need to do
I
that.
can't find it.
Because
It's not like if I get on Robinhood and buy shares that they're going to go in and then transfer the shares. Like when they purchase them, oh, they're going to put my information in to purchase it. To me, I think this is just a way for them to say, hey, you know what? He bought it. Okay, let's just throw our shit on there and move on.
so that's I mean they put all the money that's deposited goes into their account, and then
Yes.
they buy the shares.
Yes,
But I mean,
because they're a brokerage firm.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying, though.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
If,
So
there,
technically,
if there's a
someone
scenario
could,
where
someone
the
could get in
share
the system and be like, I'm selling all these.
actually goes to your name, they can't do that.
Do you have to be a licensed brokerage or like a licensed broker to be able to buy a share, or is that why we have to use Robinhood? I can't just go to GameStop and buy a share directly from them.
No,
That's what I'm saying. So do
So-
you have
I'm
to
not
be a
laughing at you.
licensed
Pro-
person?
So companies that are public like that,
Yes.
they sell their shares on the stock exchange.
Yes.
So you have to go through somewhere.
Some type of broker.
Through a stock exchange.
Not
yeah,
even through. You don't have. You could go to New York and go to the stock exchange and buy stock.
Oh, that's
But
not something I'm asking. I
brokers
didn't
get
know
paid
that.
to go through. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to have something to be a broker. And you have
Now,
to-
my company, like with
You have to be a
Darden,
financial advisor. You have
Yeah,
to be a
To be
certified
a
licensed.
financial
Yeah, that makes sense. 'Cause now my company, like Darden, we have an employee stock program that we get them at a discounted price. So I can go on and buy stock from them directly. I can go onto our website. Now it does transfer me over to like Wells Fargo. So I'm assuming
So
that's
you're
essentially.
buying the stock through
Yeah,
Wells Fargo.
but it's at a disc. If I get on the Robinhood app and buy it for $130 a share, or I go on Wells Fargo through my online, like my login information with my company, then it's
What is that?
What do you mean?
The login.
information.
But no, and
I thought you were
actually,
gonna say company.
it's and it's
Because I know
mean,
how. Because I do know how to roll over the account.
in a sense, it's 25% that we get a discount on. So if the stock is selling at 130 a share, I can go on and get a 25% discount.
Then why wouldn't you buy a bunch of shares and sell them right away?
Well, and that's why I also feel like there's probably some type
There's
of
probably a stipulation.
there
you have
has to
hold it
be
for so long.
yes, because
You
I
gotta
feel
hold it
people
for a year. I
would,
mean, technically, you're supposed to
people
hold it
would
for a year
probably
anyway,
do
so you
that.
don't gotta pay
But no
the-
matter what, you got it for 25%.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
You get
Even if
25%
it goes down 1%, you still made money on it.
but yeah, I'm sure there's some stipulation because people would do that all the time.
That's why.
If that's the case, I just yeah.
Or it
that's why I
might
would
be
get on
you
every
might have
time.
signed something when the paperwork that said if you buy it, you won't sell it till you don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
it could be.
That's probably. I bet you that's what it
Yeah.
was.
So it's definitely but
Or
like I
if
said, I
you're
didn't.
quit or fired, they can take them from you or something like that,
Yeah.
and give you what you paid
That
for
would
them.
suck. But I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it's an option for me. I actually had already bought it before I found out. I had bought two.
That price stays pretty steady though.
I wonder
doesn't
how that would work. Like, so say that was a thing where, like, if you were to quit, like, say you're gonna move and not working, for them anymore.
Yeah.
If they would give you
Hopefully.
like what that stock is worth now, or what you paid for to get the stock.
I think I mean it's probably not like that. But in a
Well, I
scenario,
mean, I think that'd be
but
a
in a
viable
scenario,
thing.
no, I agree. But I think they would give you what you paid for it.
Not give you what
You
it's
signed a
worth.
contract that said you will not sell this stock until you quit or leave on good terms. So we exercise the right to be able to take that from you and give you back what you paid
Or
for
it
it.
could just be a specific time period.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't sell these stocks for 10.
Oh, that's what.
or you know,
well, we were
It's part of
talking.
their
We were
retirement.
talking
Yeah,
in a scenario
hypothetically,
of,
if that
of,
was
of
the
that
case, I just
situation.
didn't know if they'd give you
They would probably
what
not give
its
you
value or what
it
you
would
paid
probably
for
give you what you paid for it, or if it's worth less, they'll give you what it's worth.
it. Yeah,
They're not going to give you more than
Sounds
you
about
paid
right.
for.
shitty, but yeah, sounds about right.
Well, I mean, a lot of programs or a lot of companies have employee stock
Yeah,
programs.
my dad's always had shit.
Yeah. Yeah, with them, and if
Bears
it's
and
a,
That company doesn't.
I bet that shit
is
just keeps.
Green
just
Bay's
goes
not a
up.
publicly traded company, right?
No, they're not.
Okay. No, that makes sense. So, all right.
It's a good way to make capital for a company though. Is become public.
Yeah, you can raise a lot of capital really quick, depending on the company. That's for sure.
Because you get all that fucking money.
The
That's
SOS
why your card's
podcast.
right.
The SOS podcast now trading.
Yeah, buy our fucking stock.
1 cent a share.
Dude, we could.
Real quick,
all you got to do is market. You don't even have to do anything.
real quick. What is this?
That's so
If you can explain to me
You really don't.
why everybody was going like freaking out over this like dog.
Dogecoin. All right, I'll
Dogecoin.
explain this to you.
Yeah.
So Dogecoin is a
It's a
Because
meme,
Bob
right?
got
It-
into
it-
it.
Made up fucking cryptocurrency.
It's a made up cryptocurrency. It has a finite amount of coins, which means they can always just make more. That is why it'll probably never go above $1.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to push it to go over $1. So what happens if it goes over $1?
So, but the problem is you can buy it right now for like 2 cents.
Yes.
So if you spend $5,000 and buy $5,000 worth at 2 cents, and that goes up to 4 cents, you just made $5,000.
So from basing on Facebook, which you don't have, and you don't have.
I saw Bob's though.
Yes.
Said he bought like 15,000 shares.
15,000 shares. Yes.
So 15,000 shares is probably
$15,
$150.
150
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah. And then if it goes over $1, if everyone,
If it, so
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
everyone is purchasing the same shares and a big amount of shares, it's going to drive the price up.
Mhm.
Because
And that's
the more
all
shares
there-
that are
so
purchased,
if
the
you
more
go
money
back
fluctuated
if you
into
go
it.
back to Dogecoin's history, it's literally just a bunch of spike, fall all the way down to less than a cent. Spike, fall all the way less down to a cent. That's every 2-3 years they do this, and it goes way up. A bunch of people make some money, and then they leave it in there, and they lose all their fucking money when it goes back down to
Yeah,
less than a cent.
you got to be able to pull that shit.
It's
Yeah.
the stock market.
Yeah. Which I feel
Fucking
like
stock market.
if you bought like 15,000 shares at, so
One
what
of-
you're
one of
saying
the-
like at 10 cents,
Yeah.
if he was making, if he
One of the
paid
guys that
like
I
150 bucks.
play on games online with bought it at less than a penny.
But I'm thinking like if that shit goes up, I
It's
mean, I guess it
basically-
depends where it
so
fucking
it's
peaks
basically-
at, but like
Okay, so think
if
of it
it got
like
to a
this.
certain point, I'd be like, fuck it, I spent.
It's
fucking
basically
this much money, I'm taking it
basically
out.
the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Fucking with
Penny stock.
Dogecoin is a penny stock.
What
they do
fuck with penny stocks
is
you buy
they
a
get-
shit ton of
That makes
them, drive the
sense.
price up.
Elon Musk tweets buy Dogecoin. Everyone and their mom goes and buys Dogecoin, and it goes.
What did he tweet?
He tweeted Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
and it went up 27%.
Yeah, and it was on the way down. It was
He
on the
didn't
way
even,
going down.
tweet it. Sorry, he put $BTC in his bio on
Yeah.
Twitter, and it went up 27%.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because
It was a meme. It started as a meme. It's the dog
Yeah.
meme. The
Yeah.
fat dog.
Yeah, yeah, because right
It's
now,
Shiba Inu, I think.
right now
Yep.
it's at 3 cents.
Yeah, and it
So
was
somebody just made a fuckload of money off.
2 days ago. It was at 7 cents, I think.
Yeah, it's
Or-
it's definitely gone down. And you
Well,
can see.
Well, it's because Robinhood made it so you can't buy more shares. So it's going down. Once all these people's money clear, it's going to go straight back up to probably 6 cents.
Why?
But
I
if you-
didn't know they limited that too.
Yeah, that was the no. It's not. They didn't limit that. So people getting into it to buy it more, their money has to clear now, instead of being able to just sign up for Robinhood and buy it right away.
Usually, when you sell a stock, as soon as you sell it, you can buy more shares on Robinhood. But if you want to transfer that money to your bank account, it takes 7 days. 5 to 7 days.
And now it takes 5 to 7 for that money to get into your account.
Yeah. So now you have to wait to utilize that money into Robinhood. When before you could just use it right away.
Yeah.
But
And that was like kind of a turn on for Robinhood.
Dogecoin is kind of it's a bullshit thing, but it's kind of a nice. It's kind of a cheap way to get your foot.
Cryptocurrency is bullshit in general. It's fucking fake currency. It's nothing. It's literally nothing.
Is any of it
It's based off
I
nothing.
say, is anything backed by anything?
No, it's not backed by anything. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by a fucking government agency.
Well,
It's not backed
let's
by
be
anything.
real. Neither is the dollar
Yeah,
anymore.
nothing
No,
is.
but I'm just saying.
Everything is a made up currency. We made money.
No,
That's why
for
we're
sure. But I'm
trillions of
saying
dollars in debt.
cryptocurrency was something that
Everyone's
somebody
in
created
debt.
in their basement and said, "Hey, we're gonna fucking make this currency and we're gonna fucking go public with it." And they didn't have anything. Nothing. They're him and his fucking business partner
They do
sat in
now.
their basement and they're like, fuck yeah, as that fucking stock price went up, they were making fucking millions.
So
they
the
had
only-
zero things that they
the
were
only
selling,
thing with-
creating, nothing.
The only thing
Just
I
off
will
computer.
argue with
They do
that
now.
is Bitcoin wise that I have a feeling that is going to actually be something that we use.
It could be someday, and that's what everybody's betting on. That's what everybody's betting on.
Well, and the problem, the
It's
good thing
gonna be
about
something,
that,
or it's gonna be nothing.
Bitcoin is it has a set number of coins. Like it can't.
Yeah,
you
it's not
can't.
finite.
You can't mine it anymore. You
Yep.
can't. Which mining it is a fucking nightmare. It takes like so much PC power to mine like a Bitcoin. When they were doing it, it was
Right.
like you couldn't do it on a normal breaker box. That's how much power it took.
But it's just like everything else. It's not backed by anything physical.
No, it's
No.
it's technically. I mean, it's backed by people
Yeah.
believing in it,
Right.
which is the same as of the paper
Essentially,
dollar that
every-
we
Yeah,
have.
fucking
Which is
company on the
which
stock
means
market,
it could
publicly traded.
go to absolutely poof nothing like this.
Right now,
if
yeah,
it were to ever
could
happen.
just fall
Everyone
off.
could sell their shares and they could go straight down.
Right. But I don't know. I don't know what like stock wise if what shit is backed by precious metals or anything like that. But
Nothing.
really is.
Nothing.
It's gotta
Well,
be
the
something.
dollar used to be backed by gold, but
Yeah,
it's not
gold
anymore.
standard.
I know,
but
and
that's been a long
and
time.
I could go down a rabbit
That's
hole
what-
here. I'm not going to.
That's
But
everyone. A lot of people that I says to buy precious metals, buy gold, buy silver.
they
Because-
think it's gonna
But
come
it's-
back.
It
You're
has-
not going to make
something
money
has
out
to.
of it.
But it
Not right now. But
it's
if
also
we end up back in
it's
the gold
also
standard
never goes
someday,
down.
Yeah, for sure. It's
It's
just like anything else.
it's probably the least volatile thing to buy.
Yes,
it's not,
it is.
It's not
You're
going to
right.
go down. It's
You're
not
right.
going to go up.
It's-
Gold is
you have
gold
what
is
you
gold.
have.
Silver is
Yeah.
silver.
It has fluctuated a lot, though. It's down a lot more than what it used to be.
Yeah, we don't fucking use it anymore. That's why.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, the government was like, nah, fuck, we're not going to keep it. We're not going to keep the dollar linked to gold. So
We're not going to keep the dollar the most gratifying currency in the world or most fucking.
We're just gonna print a shit ton
We're
of
just kidding.
it.
We're gonna make fucking quintillions of it and just throw it to
Let's
everybody,
just keep printing a bunch of money.
and then have to go get that
We're
fake
rich,
money
bitch.
from other governments because we don't have it, and then they don't have it, and that's fucking
And that's how you become trillions of dollars in debt to China.
right.
Yep.
All fake,
Forever.
real, but
Isn't it kind of
fake.
wild how we were like, how we decided as like humans, we need something to pay for other things. And we're like,
Instead of the barter system, why the fuck couldn't we just barter our whole life?
trade shit?
Like,
Yeah.
you'll do drywall for me and I'll pay you in fucking vegetables. What the fuck? Why can't we do that shit? My daughter was recently arrested by the cops for setting our house on fire. But it was arson.
I think you should have said our son
Yeah, that would have made more
was
sense.
recently arrested, not our daughter.
no.
Oh, it was our son. Damn it! All right, that
You should have said it like
It was our
it
son.
was our son.
Yeah, because then he
Not
can put it together.
arson.
Arson.
It was arson. You can put it together. It was our son instead of our
No,
No,
it's
yeah, no, I
harder.
just no. He said it right. I
He
read
said
it.
it correct.
I
My
read
memory
it.
sucks
I
every
read it
time I say a
wrong.
joke, so you gotta pick that up.
No, your delivery was fine. That was just over my
I
head
think I
for
would
a
have said
second.
our son, and then he would have put arson together.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
you can say arson, but like I would have said it our son
Yeah.
and not arson because Logan was like
Cut.
Logan laughed but was like I don't know why I'm laughing.
No, because
Then he got it. He got it.
I laughed because I got it, but then I was like, wait a minute, you said you're a daughter.
Can I try one? I want to.
Now I'm like trying to reconfigure that joke because it's funny, but something about it didn't click to me.
All right, here I have
Oh,
one.
I'll just read a dad joke.
Okay, we all get one
I
try.
didn't mind the segment last week where it was just like dad joke,
Yeah,
dad joke,
Randy
dad
did
joke,
that.
dad
That
joke.
was good.
Yeah, but we
was
were
good.
all like,
It's not even like
we
you
were
were
all laughing. The dad joke is
Yeah.
the whole point. Is trying. Well, I guess they all could be dad jokes. So,
not funny.
wow. Okay.
Next,
I can't believe someone stole my limbo stick. Like seriously, how low can they go?
how low can
I
you
see
go?
that one. I see your
Can you take it to the float? At first, I was like, limbo stick. What the fuck are you talking about? Next.
Dung beetle walks into a bar. Is this stool taken?
That was a good one. What do you call a botched circumcision?
A botched?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
A rip off.
Oh,
Speaking on the same topics here.
oh, okay.
When I was in college, I was rejected from every fraternity because I was circumcised. Apparently, you need to be a complete dick. That was really weird. We both had circumcised jokes. Do they allow loud laughing in Hawaii, or just aloha?
Went to GameStop to use the bathroom, but it was out of order. Guess I'll just have to keep holding it.
That's fucking funny.
Very relevant.
Yeah, it's very relevant.
What do you call a deer in the shower? A reindeer. That was dumb.
No.
All right, here we go. Boy, Dad, what do you? Could you tell me what a solar eclipse is? Dad, no, son.
No, son.
Arson.
What did the elephant ask the naked man? How do you breathe out of that thing?
What do you call a dog that can do magic tricks? A labracadabra.
Labracadabra.
I'm always frank with my sexual partners. I don't want them to know my real name.
I just wanted to do Frank on Always Sunny. Fucking horse.
So,
Can I get a top 5?
and this week's top 5 is
Where'd you get a Mick Ultra from?
he brought a cooler.
Oh,
Yeah, where's the mini fridge?
I don't know. You said that you had one, and you said you were gonna.
I'm gonna bring one over. I will. I got a mini fridge for us.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Anywho, so Jordan, you came up with the top 5 this week.
Yeah. Well, I came up with the top 5 dead inspirational people that can inspire others or whatever. To you, to other people,
real,
just
fictional,
real,
anything.
fictional, anybody that can bring inspiration to somebody else that's died, whether it's on film or in real life.
And how'd you come up with this?
Well, I was thinking back to when Kobe Bryant passed away and where I was, how I felt about the situation, and it kind of made me feel like, this is something cool to talk about.
Yeah. 1 year.
Yep, exactly. 1 year since Kobe Bryant died.
5 days ago.
Yeah, and when Kobe Bryant died, I was sitting in Denver airport having a beer at a bar. It was the weirdest situation, and the feelings that were going through me when I found out, and everyone else found out in the entire bar, it was silent. It was the managers were walking around changing the TV to the news, and everyone's phones were going off with urgent alerts. It was very eerie, and I think everyone around the world heard that.
It was the first time I've watched the news in probably 6 years.
Yeah, it was something that affected so many people on so many levels.
I don't even remember where I was. I just remember thinking, like, all right, that's bullshit. There's no fucking
Well, there's
way.
There's
no
many
way
things
that
now
Kobe
that
Bryant
shit
just
comes
died in a helicopter crash.
Exactly, and there's
There's
so
no
many
way.
people like that.
I wasn't even like a Kobe fan per se. I mean, he's good, but I was never like, oh god, Kobe, fucking greatest ever. He was larger than life.
Yeah,
he really was.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially if you're from that area, like he was fucking, a god in a sense.
Or arguably one of the best players that ever played basketball.
Right.
It just depending on how you look at him. I mean, his philanthropy is everything. And there's so many other people that are like that, in a sense, where we could have top 5 about it. So,
Hit us off.
all right.
My top 5's definitely not that deep though.
No, but that was just.
I don't have that deep of a.
doesn't necessarily have to have emotional attachment.
No,
It's
not at
just-
all. It doesn't have to have
Who you
emotional
think-
attachment. It's just maybe somebody else
That
will be inspired by your
maybe
top
it does,
5.
but not that. I'm just saying personally, mine is
Yeah,
not
no.
as deep as
Yeah, no,
what
exactly.
we just said.
Exactly.
No, we're not deep diving.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first.
Diving deep.
Number 1 on my top
Spinal
5 is going to be Paul Walker.
Good one.
I didn't even think of that.
Where's
guy.
the bio?
Don't have one.
No,
Yeah,
bio
where's
needed,
your-
motherfucker.
Hey, I've already referenced
Handy dandy
Fast and
notebook.
Furious, and
He forgot the notebook, he said.
he did a lot of philanthropy work. He was
He's not
a
Steve this
fucking
week. He's just
awesome human. A lot of people look up to him.
It's not my turn.
Still fucking
No,
up the top
in
5.
Jordan's defense,
it
we
is
did
clockwise
It's just
to go
weird
that
because
way.
we started with you this week, and we don't usually start with you. So in your
You know-
defense,
What do you
Don't
mean?
we always start with me?
We always start with Jordan?
starts.
Yeah.
It goes Jordan, Mike, Logan,
I was-
me.
I was gonna say-
So I'm not the only one that fucked up the top
Hey.
5 this week. Thank you.
Yes, you're the first person to go. So yeah, technically you are, but in your defense, clockwise would be that way. So naturally, it would feel like it would go
Yeah, but
that way. But
no,
I
my
know.
only argument is we never went that way.
I know.
Okay, well, I picked Paul Walker. Goldsby, who's your fucking first one?
Robin Williams.
Ooh, good
It's a good ass
choice.
pick too.
Logan.
I'm gonna go. Damn.
Dan.
Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. Any Dan you could think of. I'm gonna go Jim Croce.
Ooh.
Or you just listen to him.
My all-time favorites.
I 100% didn't think that I was gonna get Kobe, but obviously I'm taking Kobe. And the second pick is Tony Stark.
Nice.
I thought Kobe was off the table. Would have picked.
Why would Kobe
Kobe
be off the
Stark,
table?
as in
Kobe
Kobe
Stark.
Stark.
Who the fuck is that?
That was like he knew more than one Kobe Stark, so he wanted you to like be, you know.
good friend from elementary school, friend of the podcast.
But he really just wanted you to tell
He
him what you were
wanted me
talking
to say
about.
Iron Man is what he wanted me to
That's
say.
what I wanted you to say. Yes. Okay.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen
Man.
Infinity War, whatever it is.
All right.
If you haven't seen that,
Endgame.
then
Endgame.
Yes.
He
fuck
died,
the,
by
fuck
the
the
way.
spoiler.
I have.
Wow. That's
I actually watched every
Infinity War is
during
my favorite.
during quarantine. I watched all 21 movies
In order?
In order.
In
That's so
like
long.
order, or like,
Like, when they came
chronological order of the release date, or the
No.
order they're supposed to be
watched.
in
How
the
they were supposed to be
MCU.
watched. Yes.
Okay. Did you you watch the Hulk movies and the Thor
I
movies?
did.
Ant-Man
I
and
did.
everything?
Trash, dude.
Because I know some of my friend was like, she's
Thor
like,
and the
she's,
Hawk movies
she
are
even
You don't
told
like
me
any of
she's-
the Thor movies?
I like the.
I just like Chris Hemsworth.
I like the.
Ragnarok,
No, the one before that.
Civil War.
the one with his sister, that like tries to kill him or whatever.
So
I just like
but
him and like Natalie Portman. In
The reason
first
I brought that up was, and I did watch because I even like my friend that gave me like told me that gave me a thing of the order. She's like, you can probably skip the Hulk. You know, they're pretty bad, whatever. I was
They
like,
don't
no,
really, they
I was
really
like,
don't fit into
no,
the
then they
MCU
don't.
either.
I was
They
like,
don't
no, I was like, I'm gonna watch them. I was like, it's on, you know, whatever.
But they are fucking bad.
But I've watched 21, and I've never watched Endgame
And
What
Kim
the
is
fuck?
fucking 4 hours long.
because I.
But
wanted,
he just took 30 fucking some hours to watch the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, Endgame is
What,
great.
I had
It
nothing
really
to
is
do for
good.
2 months. I went to work, came home, put a fucking movie on. Went to work,
I
came
mean,
home,
you
put
could
a
probably
movie
watch
on.
Endgame like start like 2 hours one night and then next 2
Oh
hours.
no!
the
When I
next
sit down,
night.
I want to watch it, but I wanted like a theatrical experience almost. Like I'm like, I need to make sure
This
I have
is it.
4
This is
hours
it.
of my time
But
where
the-
I'm not doing
is
anything and
the
I'm
end game.
fucking focused.
I was gonna say like the only reason you watch those movies in order is because Endgame came out and they said this is the order these movies are supposed to be in. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna watch those and then not watch the last one.
But I'll be honest, and I also didn't know. I did not know that they connect.
Yeah, they all connect.
That's
I didn't
why-
know that.
that's
until
why-
I
That's why you
watched
have to
it.
watch
I was
that
like,
certain
oh,
order.
wow.
You don't really notice it as much until you watch them
Yes,
in order.
yes.
Yeah.
And now and my mind was blown. And
I feel like
Well, I
especially
mean, it all
if
happens
you're-
in the same universe. It's
Yeah.
they built those 21 movies or 22, whatever it is, to all be in the same chronological space in that universe.
yeah. I mean, it was cool. I just
Super
like I said, I didn't know,
creative.
but
And fucking crazy. And
yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see what they do with like part 2 of the MCU.
Logan,
my number 2 is gonna be Heath Ledger,
good one.
Oh my god.
the Joker.
My number 2 is gonna be Chris Farley.
Very good.
Why'd you give me that look,
He's
Jordan?
like, God damn it.
My number 2 is going to be Jimi Hendrix,
Nice.
Solid.
and my number 3 is going to be Steve Irwin.
You motherfucker.
Ooh, yeah, it was on mine.
I didn't even think about him.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was on mine. Since we're talking about influential, my number 3 is gonna be JFK.
Damn, good one.
I thought he's, from a public speaking standpoint, he was somebody I always thought that was really fucking great. Good speaker. Hello?
Number 3, Otis Redding.
Damn.
Sitting on the dock of the bay
Yeah,
somewhere.
My turn.
Sure is.
that's how
Right.
a snake draft works.
No, I didn't know if Logan was going busting out a bio or not. My third
No.
pick is going to be Edgar Allan Poe, my favorite author. And then 4 is Albus Dumbledore.
See, I didn't get in. I should have.
Harry Potter.
I only picked it because
fire.
Bree and I literally just finished watching Sorcerer's Stone.
Dumbledore was supposed to be on my fucking list for
I didn't like
D's.
him. I didn't like the one that was in the first 2. The one that they replaced Dumbledore with, hands down, so much better.
I kind of agree.
I
So
agree.
much better.
I mean, the
But-
character is the same still, but
Is it- got a little dark
he's
sense to
he's
it.
a
Yeah.
very
Wears rings and
influential
shit
person in
and-
that
but
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
That the second Dumbledore was the one that was Gandalf in the Hobbit movies, right?
No, I thought that he's not. He's not. If you Google him, he's a different guy.
What?
Yes. I thought that. I remember because then that was the other thing. After I got done with the MCU movies, I started watching the fucking Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings movies, and no, it's a different
Great
dude.
movies.
Oh, I just watched the Hobbit trilogy like
Yeah,
right, a
it's a
month
different
ago.
dude.
No way, motherfucker.
We'll Google it after.
All right,
Worth a
my next
Google.
one's John
Wait.
Candy.
Ooh.
Oh, Uncle Buck. Great
Yeah.
fucking movie, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie.
But now I need to find a fourth.
Gotta go to my list. I know I need a fourth. Oh no, I had a list. Sorry. My fourth. Abraham Lincoln.
Way back.
I mean, without him, I don't know where our world would be in a
Where
much
would we
different
be?
place. So, and it was actually really dope in November on Election Day to go to the Lincoln Memorial when I was in DC. So that was really powerful to see that. So
Cool. All right, my fourth is going to be on the same lines, kind of, just more modern. Martin Luther King.
Nice.
My fifth pick, since I know how to do a snake draft,
You said that, but you already fucked it up. So
is going to be John Lennon. Because huge Beatles fan, and John Lennon is a huge inspirational character with a lot of weird things that happened throughout history with the Beatles, and yeah, a lot of conspiracy theories with that and McCartney and everything. But John Lennon.
this is 4 or 5. This is 5. Sorry. My fifth would have to be, and I'm shocked you didn't choose him, was Bob Marley.
I already talked about his son Damien.
I was just thinking
last
that.
time.
Oh, you
so
did?
I was gonna pick Bob. That was my honorable mention, but go ahead.
All right.
Numero
Number 5.
cinco.
Hold on.
You scrolling or?
Yeah, I'm scrolling. I'm gonna keep it musical and go Freddie Mercury.
Nice,
Good one.
Very influential
Yeah.
person.
Just
Well, we
yeah.
talked about, what was it,
Artistry,
Friday night? We talked about
phenomenal.
no, I know he wasn't part of the, what was it, 27 Club?
27 Club.
Yeah, I know he
Mhm.
wasn't, but we did talk about,
No.
I didn't even know that was a thing until he told me about that.
Janis Joplin and all that.
Janis Joplin, who else?
And
a
Joplin's
lot.
another one. That's a phenomenal.
Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain.
And then was it Mac Miller 27?
He was right around there.
Amy Winehouse,
Amy
Yeah,
Winehouse. Yep.
and they all had white Bics.
Are we
in their
doing? Are we
pocket.
doing an honorable mention?
They all had white Bics in their pocket. Look it up. It's fucking real.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Don't ever, if
Are we
you
doing honorable
smoke,
mention?
don't fuck weed, cigarettes,
All right,
whatever.
so 5.
Don't have a white Bic.
5.
Gage is cracking the
Walt
whip.
Disney. And honorable mention is Mac Miller.
Damn, dude.
You're welcome.
Fuck. I know somebody shouldn't have said that. All right,
But you say anti-conspiracy?
I'm just kidding.
I'm probably one.
I know.
No. Whoa.
You saying you're pro conspiracy?
Yes.
I'm down the fucking rabbit hole conspiracy over here, motherfucker.
Yeah, their whole
Logan
house
doesn't even know where he's at right now because he's in a conspiracy so hard.
Their whole house is a conspiracy. Honorable mention.
Honorable
HM.
mention.
I'm always down to rabbit hole into a conspiracy, by the
I'm
way.
gonna say 2 because I don't think anybody's gonna pick either one. Jim Belushi,
Ooh.
Great. We just talked about him the other night.
I
You only
know.
get to pick one. Don't say
Fucker.
that one. Fuck you. Look,
Alan
look,
Rickman.
Nope.
Alan
I don't care what you
Rickman.
said.
You know who it
Hey,
is?
Oh, he was Snape.
Snape.
You
Yeah.
pick him.
Dumbledore made me
I
think of
was
it.
going well, and the only reason I didn't choose him after he said Dumbledore, I was like, well, I don't want to stick with the same theme, but that was a good one. I didn't even think about those guys, but yeah, Alan Rickman was a good one.
He has a weird. His character has a weird vibe. Not like vibe, but like
You just said that like Snape. A weird vibe.
like
That sounded like Snape.
Potter.
for how he actually is.
Like
the
he needed a
persona
pop
he
filter.
portrays is not exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all about technically protecting Harry because he loved Lily.
He there supposedly had no, actually there's not, but I've seen people like say that they need to make a prequel to like how he became,
Yeah,
like how
they've talked about it.
his life like was essentially, and like give him
The
like
curse,
I think,
the cursed child.
like
think
as
is
a
what-
younger, a little bit. I read that book, but like they want like like not a series but a movie solely
Wait, that
based on
Cursed
like,
Child book was about him.
there was parts of it, but it
Oh.
wasn't
It's about
him.
Harry, like the birth of Harry, right?
Correct.
It was
Yeah,
a pre-
yeah.
basically
And
a
everything,
prequel to
yeah.
the
everything
Sorcerer's
leading
Stone.
up to that, yeah, which would,
But obviously
which
he would
deal
be
with
in that,
Snape,
yeah.
yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I read the book.
Oh,
No.
I've never read the book. I'm just saying what I read about the movie that they were supposed to be making.
Oh no, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the last one they made was issues like Harry's son deals with.
Oh, I just read it like prequel. Is it? I mean, that wouldn't be a prequel.
No. But the prequel that I
That
was
would be,
reading.
that would be a
What?
sequel to the sequel of the
No.
sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the sequel of the
Yeah.
sequel of the Harry Potter movies.
The postquel. Is
Here,
that,
let me
is
say
that a
it
word?
here. Let me just make. No, is that better?
Yeah.
Jordan, you all right?
Searching for that honorable mention.
Robin Hood hat wearing ass.
My honorable mention.
Dick Vitale.
He's alive.
The
Like, wait a
Duke
minute.
sucks, so
I'm like,
you
wait a
never
minute. When
know.
did he die?
Ron Burgundy.
I did not have an honorable mention. Prince would be a good one.
Prince?
Yeah.
He didn't say Prince yet. Oh, he picked it now because you. threw
No,
your
I
hands up.
won't. I'll retract my statement and I'll go with Michael Jackson.
Good one.
Are you picking Prince?
I was also considering Elvis.
If you don't pick Prince now, I'm
Elvis is
gonna
a good
break
one.
that chair.
Like it's not already broken.
It's not broke. He just fucking pops that.
Prince was definitely on the honorable mention. Super influential person. So, I'll pick Prince. But
All right, cool.
Solid.
Not Andy Samberg.
No, he's alive.
He's still alive.
Andy Milonakis.
No,
He's alive and probably like 80 now.
Andy.
It still looks like he's 12.
Yeah.
It's my show.
The creator of
Andy
SpongeBob.
Milonakis. Got peas on my
I
head.
can't think of his name, but and Dr. Seuss was also on my.
Good one.
What
Because
is
I
it?
mean,
Nelson Mandela.
think about all the shit that Dr.
Still
Seuss.
read Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, I mean his movies are great. Cat in the Hat.
The Lorax.
The
Except that
Lorax
cat-
is
that
one of
cat
my
is scary.
all-time favorite
Me too.
stories, movies,
What?
even the new one. I
I
love
said
the
the
Lorax.
cat and the Cat in the Hat live action is kind of scary looking.
It is kinda
Live
creepy.
action.
Oh,
They're
it's
doing a
super
live
creepy. Like
action.
with Taylor Swift
Yeah,
as a
it's,
cat, it's fucking like, whoa.
He plays fucking Michael Myers. Mike Myers.
Oh, I thought you meant that they're making one.
Oh, I thought you meant cats.
No, that's creepy.
No, that is
Okay,
creepy.
that's creepy.
I remember watching that
Cats
kid.
You
movie
said
is
the cat and the
creepy.
cat in the hat.
Yeah,
so I was
I was,
thinking
that's
two
why I
things.
was
I
confused.
said the
Are you
cat.
talking
I said
about
the
the new
cat
one?
in the
Yeah,
cat in the
the
hat.
cat's
I haven't seen the
Oh,
new
the
one.
new
I,
cat.
creepy.
But
The
I-
cat in the cat in the hat
Is Michael
creepy
Myers.
as
Is
fuck.
Mike Myers.
Okay.
And that is
Okay.
hands down one of my favorite movies.
But
He's
no,
creepy.
It's
I-
funny as
Lorax
fuck,
is
dude.
one of the best.
the cats thing. My mom had
creepy.
that fucking musical, like the movie they made of the musical.
Yeah.
When I was like 8, and I used to be so fucking scared of like the bad cat. I don't remember what the fuck his name is, dude.
Dude, the new one they made is terrifying.
I've
Dude,
never
it's-
heard.
it's
I've never
creepy.
seen it, but I've
It's
heard that it was
There's
just
some
creepy.
crazy star-studded.
Yeah, no,
It's
there's so
Sesame
many.
Street,
But like I've heard it was
names.
terrible because it was so like I don't know if CGI. I don't know if anything was CGI,
Probably.
but it was just like weird.
Did you ever watch the Cat in the Hat movie?
Yes.
I don't see a
Dude,
creepy vibe
I
from him.
don't like stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like mascots
It
either.
It definitely was
Super young
weird.
Dakota Fanning, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
the kid from The Kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like.
But
I
there,
don't
there
like
was a
mascots.
bunch of adult jokes in that. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're weird about mascots. That's
I
right.
fucking hate mascots.
That's right. What about
And mannequins.
Ooh, next
things I'm
week's topic:
Terrified.
fears. Because I did not know that about you.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, no,
Afraid
nothing.
of these hands.
I can come up with a couple things. Like I actually didn't know. Like,
Logan's afraid of humans.
No, not human.
And
Just
his-
interaction
and his
with
fucking-
humans.
Speaking-
His
Interaction.
boom arm is fully erect.
Yeah. Always.
Logan,
right.
put that thing away.
Put that
thing
thing
Put
on
the
your
things that where it
camera.
came from, or so help me.
So help me. So help me. Next week, the company musical.
Top
This is
5
like deja
musicals.
vu.
I think
We
you
can
and
do
I will
top 5
probably do that.
musicals.
Huh?
Oh man, that's fine. Because I
What?
already know my number one, so we're good.
What's your number one?
I'm not gonna
Miz?
fucking tell you.
You go
Joe.
before me anyway,
I
motherfucker.
know, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Guys and Dolls.
No, nope. None of you wouldn't guess it.
Oz
I'm gonna
or Wicked.
Oz. I don't think I've ever seen
Wicked.
that. Rent's a good one actually.
It's very good.
I like Seasons of Love.
I like the
but-
one. I like
don't
the
know
one
that.
with Anna Kendrick.
Pitch Perfect.
Yep,
It's not a musical.
but it
It
is
could
to
be
me.
considered a movie.
No, it's not.
They just haven't made it, but I bet they will. I hands down bet they will.
That's like saying, "Oh, Legally Blonde's a musical" because they made it a musical.
They made Titanic a musical.
Doesn't make it a musical though.
It's a Broadway musical.
Yeah, but that's not
Yeah, but he doesn't like the
theatrical
Broadway
musical.
musical version. He likes the movie
like a
version.
traditional musical is what I was
Sure.
getting at.
But I'm just saying, I
I-
feel like
I've
the premise
never-
of Pitch Perfect could be.
I couldn't. I'm gonna.
All right, with that being said, thanks for listening to
Yeah.
this week's episode. We'll catch you guys next week. Maybe.
if you come back.